All right, folks. So it would appear that I have triggered someone by my actions. And oh boy, I'm going to say this right now. This video right here is going to be the only video that I do to address this individual. And yes, Skywise observations, I'm talking about you. Since you want to do a video talking all in this hostile ass tone, trying to call me out in my channel for whatever reasons, I'm not sure. But I think possibly it might be because of the whole flat earth comment that I made. Okay. Which tells me that that triggered you. Okay. And it's not the first time. It's not the first time that I've triggered some heliocentric person. Okay. It's not the first time that I've offended someone's belief system. And it's going to be the last time that I address the situation with you, Skywise, Mr. Morgan from Michigan. Okay. You asked a question in your video before about why people tune into your channel. I gave you an honest and genuine answer. When I first found your channel, you were presenting sky views and sky observations, okay? That's why I subscribed to your channel, because I was interested in seeing the Michigan sky views, okay? Nothing more. You're the one that wanted to solicit additional commentary on topics and subjects that you are interested in. And that's fine if you want to do that, but you're not going to get me to engage on that level. Because like I've stated before, many times before, okay? I am just a bored housewife with a freaking camera. And I'm pointing it in the sky around here in Southern Nevada. And I'm capturing some really weird shit. And I'm sharing it along with my opinion. And you'll notice, okay, you want to talk about people just putting up videos with just showing sky stuff with no context on it. Really? I have myself thousands of fucking videos on my channel, as well as my alternate channel that I've had since 2011 presenting information. Okay. And in many of those videos, I present additional information. I've presented additional information concerning the NROL. Good guard dog. And guard dog is on duty, folks. I've presented additional information, okay? I've shared my strike views and my opinion, and I try to share additional information to try to explain some of what I might be capturing up there in the sky, okay? But what I present doesn't fit into your fantasy world, okay? The information that I present doesn't follow along that narrative and that mainstream narrative that people like you seem to want to follow and prop up of the whole aliens and deep space stuff. Okay. Deep space is fake, in my opinion. That's my opinion. That's my viewpoint. This whole notion of this deep space, this vast, expansive universe that contains millions of galaxies and millions of planets is bullshit. That's my opinion. All right. And because I choose to not believe anymore, because I used to believe that we lived on a spinning ball, spinning around at 666 miles an hour while hurling around the sun at 66,600 miles an hour, while hurling through the universe at 483,000 miles an hour with no end in sight through a vast, expansive, vacuumous universe. Because I choose not to believe that. You got triggered, okay? And let's be honest about it, bro. You brought the topic up. You decided to go ahead and make mention about people sharing links to videos, and you wanted to sit there and insult Annie Alencar, who is a very accomplished researcher, okay? Somebody who has presented valid information, very compelling, valid information to support the theory of the so-called flat earth, which I don't buy into this flat earth bullshit, because that has already been labeled with the stigma that anybody that believes in the flat earth must be dumber than a box of hammers. Therefore, you must insult their intelligence. That's how NASA has you programmed. That's how NASA has all you heliocentric folks programmed to sit there and go on the attack and attack anyone that opposes that. That's how deep their fucking programming is, because it causes people like you to get triggered when somebody like me challenges your belief system. And now you want to do a video where you're actually calling me out directly, asking me for my expertise. I've never claimed to have expertise, bro. And yes, I do source information from publications online. And yes, I do source information from actual real life books. Yeah, can you believe it? I actually have books too, Morgan. But unlike you, I don't take the time to try to convince people that are watching my content that they have to believe everything that I say. And that I'm this wise old soul that's been around for a long time, therefore I know more than you. Never have I ever presented myself and my content as anything other than my strict observations, as you like to call them, okay? And my opinion on what it is that I think my camera is capturing. And I try to present additional information that might explain some of it, like information concerning laser guided lightning, okay? Information concerning space based solar power and space based power systems, okay? That they are now, along with the Department of Defense and the Department of Energy, and many other branches of the military, just about every branch of the military, all of these people that are involved with all the space-based systems, okay? They have been researching and developing this technology for a couple of decades now at a minimum. And now is the time where they are taking all of that stuff out there and doing live exercises and performing this shit over populated areas, okay? There is a dude from Lockheed Martin that made the quote, made the statement back in 2018. We have already worked out these systems in our laboratories. It's time to take it to the public theater. So some of these things that we are seeing, yes, I believe that some of the things that I am capturing in my sky captures and all of my stuff on my content, where I actually, some of it, I provide additional information to try to explain what it is that my camera is capturing, has got to do with this infrastructure being put in place for space-based solar systems, for space-based nuclear power plants, because they want to hijack our freaking energy up there before it ever even reaches ground level. They want to hijack it, and they want to use it for their space fantasies, for their space hotels, for their space travel, so that people like you can fulfill their fantasies in traveling to far out worlds and far out galaxies. And I'm sorry, but that type of mentality is what has been put out there, and too many people follow that type of mentality, where you're just so quick, like right on Johnny on the spot, to believe that it's aliens, to believe that it's something coming from deep space. And oh, it's something that's been around for thousands of years. They were seeing it thousands of years ago. How the fuck you know? Were you around 1,000 years ago? You believe everything that you read and everything that you see? No, you don't. You question things. And that's what I do. And I've chosen to question NASA's presented theory on the so-called universe. And people like you have a problem with it. For whatever reason, I don't know why you felt it necessary to do a video where you are calling me out directly and issuing me a challenge. What challenge? You wanted me to look at that video that shows a combo? You captured a combo, dude. You captured a rainbow reflection in the fucking sky, which is most likely attributed to some of the particulate matter and the bullshit that these people doing these cloud seeding operations and weather modification and geoengineering operations put up there. Okay? I don't know what the fuck it is you're seeing. I'm not claiming to be an expert in anything, dude. You're the one claiming to be an expert. You're the one claiming in your videos that you're so fucking wise and that you're this old, wise, sage soul. I don't know what fucking triggered you exactly, dude, but I'm guessing that it was the flat earth thing. And because I chose to make a comment on the flat earth thing, I chose to make a comment on the flat earth thing because you brought it up in your video. And you wanted to sit there and insult the intelligence of Eddie Allen Carr, who happens to be a very intelligent man, who's done decades of research and who has presented valid, compelling information that would suggest that the world that we live in, as NASA has presented it to us and as the space cadets have, the space agencies have presented to us, he questions all of that, and he presents very compelling information that would suggest that they have lied to us, that we have been programmed to believe in this deep space bullshit. And like I've said before, because I'm repetitive, I'll say it again. I've said it many times in many of my videos. If you want to believe in that system, you believe in that system. You're free to believe in it. But don't you dare go around insulting other people's intelligence who choose to question that and dare to research and study and look at something, anything other than what we've been programmed to believe. I believed in all that shit too a few years ago, okay? But I've done research and I've studied and I've asked questions and I've looked at multiple different levels of it. And for me, myself personally, I've come to that conclusion for myself personally. That's my opinion. That's my belief system. And how dare you create that video where you are taking that hostile tone with me? Who the fuck do you think you are? For real. I tuned into your channel because you were providing videos of Michigan sky views that was showing some really interesting stuff going on. Okay? Nothing more. I'm not interested in all your philosophical bullshit. I'm not interested in all your science fiction bullshit. Okay? I do sky observations, as you like to call them. I watch the sky. Oh, there's that term, watch. Watch versus observations. Oh, somebody that observes things must be smarter than anybody who just watches things, right? Dude, your tone was wrong. You took the wrong fucking tone with me. And like I said, because I'm repetitive, I'm going to say it again. This is the only video that I'm going to do addressing you and your triggered problems. You need to get a fucking grip, dude. Seriously. My content and my videos and some of the weird ass shit that I've captured, I've presented just like everyone else on my channel with my opinion. And yes, the majority of this, I've done multiple videos where I did 15-minute Flashback Fridays where I spent time showing publications, showing patents, showing additional information that would help to explain some of what I'm capturing. Okay. I don't just present a video and then just let everybody just run wild with theories on what it is. All right. And I've captured some weird ass shit going on here in this, guys. And myself personally, I think it has to do with building up the infrastructure for space-based systems, which they've been wanting to do for decades. And a lot of it has to do with Star Wars, okay? With this whole Star Wars thing. You got Trump talking about Star Wars. You got this talk about the Iron Dome, how Trump's going to build us this big, beautiful Iron Dome. I mean, you got it's the whole Star Wars thing, mutual aid destruction, and you got all of this stuff coming out about hostile alien civilizations may lurk in the Milky Way. Ooh. An alien invasion of Earth is possible, predicts a Harvard professor. Prepare for alien encounter now before it's too late, warn scientists. Where we might find aliens in the next decade. Aliens may be hitching rides on meteors to colonize the cosmos, study suggests. Here's how we could spot them. By all means, look for your aliens. U.S. Congress issued a spine-chilling alien prediction. They could turn us into charcoal. They could turn us into charcoal, huh? Well, according to our own military's publications on some of the shit they're developing when it comes to weaponry, we could turn people into charcoal too. But does anybody care about that? No, it's much more fun to fantasize about aliens and stuff like that. And like I said, I don't have a problem if you want to do that. If that's your whole, go ahead and dig it. I'm not going to insult your intelligence because you're going around believing in aliens and you want to believe that stuff. Go ahead and believe it. But this channel here and what I present and the information that I present is meant to counter this type of banter. I am here to provide the counter narrative, to provide the counter to all of this alien invasion bullshit. Because as was it Catherine Austin Fitts said, the last card that's going to be played is the alien card. And a lot of times when I'm capturing stuff around here in the valley, I'm hoping that the other dude in the valley here, Mr. Anomalous Vegas, who changed his channel name from UFOs over Vegas to Anomalous Vegas after I had already posted up anomalous sky videos, okay? I am trying to keep a watch on the skies here to capture stuff going on so that if he tries to come out with something saying that it's aliens, I can present the same video because I capture the same thing myself. That's a lot of my motivation in providing content and capturing the sky views around here. Is I'm kind of this counter to the alien agenda because I'm trying to present additional information that would explain away some of the stuff that we're seeing in the skies. And in case you're not aware of it, the National Reconnaissance Office, okay, they've been launching rockets every day on the hour, every hour for decades, where they are launching things up into our upper atmosphere, okay? And I know there's a lot of people that don't believe in the satellite system as they presented it, but I think there actually are things drifting around up there in the fucking sky, okay? I think that they actually have injected things up there into the upper atmosphere, all right? And they've been doing it for decades. And they've been using helium, okay? That's why NASA is the world's largest consumer of helium. And as far as the National Reconnaissance Office goes, they've been launching these systems and these things up into the upper atmosphere for decades. And now they're lowering their ceiling because they're trying to get these space-based solar systems in place and the infrastructure in place so that they can power up their little space systems and their space hotels up there, bypassing having to harvest the energy down here at ground level. They're trying to eliminate that stage of it, right? And Elon is in on this kind of shit too. Elon's been doing lots of launches for the NROL, which are up there to surveil us, which is up there to beam us, okay? So, yeah, you triggered me a little bit this morning, bro, but this is as far as it goes, all right? Like I said, because I'm repetitive, I'll say it again. This is the only video I'm going to do addressing you, Mr. Morgan. Yes, you, Skywise Observations. Mr. Wise old sage soul that knows it all. As far as your challenge, what challenge? What expertise do you expect me to provide? Other than, ooh, ah, look at that combo. Ooh, ah. What do you want me to tell you? I don't know what the fuck it is. At a guess, I would say that it's light reflecting off a particulate matter that was probably injected over your location. I don't know. All I do know is that you got triggered, boy. You got triggered hard by the whole flat earth thing. And then you want to sit there and be all hostile, taking this hostile tone in your video, calling me out. Bro, wrong move. Wrong move, bro. I'm done. I don't have time for that kind of silly ass drama because you'll notice on my channel, I don't call out a whole lot of channels. All right? I don't do that. Because trust me, I could. But I don't. You do you. You do your sky observations, whatever. You do your philosophizing. You go over there and do your dragon fire investigating and you do all of that. You do you, bro. Just forget about me and my channel and everything that I have contributed to the topics at hand when it comes to things drifting around in the upper atmosphere and in our skies. Okay? You do you. I'm done. This will not be addressed again, period. Good day, sir.